Hello! A new video is in the works, a critical analysis of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, it's quite the positive analysis. Once completed, the video will go up as planned, but it's taking longer to put together than I originally estimated. A lot longer. So, I've decided to release the video in sections. This will provide my viewers with content, will hopefully keep the channel alive during the editing process, and will prime everyone as to what to expect from the full video prior to release. Keep in mind that these were meant to be part of a single whole, so there will be incomplete analyses and a lack of conclusions in some parts. Once the full video is out, there will be follow-up videos inspired by it, including another Godzilla vs. Kong analysis. Yay! And one last thing. This introduction will be at the start of each video, so if you want to skip it next time, slide on over to this time here. Right, all that said, I hope you enjoy this section of what will become Godzilla, King of the Monsters. A great joy. Post Clash of the Titans Round 2, Madison is calling her mother out on her
bullshit.
And Shen is filling Mark in on her philosophies.
I don't suppose your family has any tips on slaying dragons, do they?
Slaying dragons is a Western concept. In the East, they are sacred, divine creatures who brought wisdom, strength, even redemption.
When Team Monarch come back from getting coffee, Shen informs them on what she has discovered. Monster Zero is not of this earth. He is an alien come to shape the world to his wants and needs. And the devil finally gets a name.
What did they call him?
Ghidorah, the one who's many.
A false king.
An invasive species.
He's not meant to be here.
You mean an alien?
Then the team sees the US military has arrived at Fort Bravo. And nothing else occurs between these two things happening. Nothing. At all. Nothing. We are then presented with two meetings, and it's here I'm going to diverge from going scene to scene and follow one story arc at a time, until they converge again. The first meeting is between Emma and Alan Jonah as they argue over the effectiveness of their results. Jonah is fine with the
complete global saturation
of Ghidorah's terraforming, whilst Emma isn't, the latter coming up with a plan to distract the Golden Menace long enough to think of something else.
Monster Zero isn't using the Titans to restore the planet. This isn't coexistence. This is extinction.
Well, I'm sorry that Monster Zero isn't exactly what we were expecting, but we opened Pandora's box, and there's no closing it now.
Maybe there is. These creatures communicate like whales.
Let's broadcast the orca from Fenway. It's just a few miles from here. The city's already being evacuated, so it'll be safe.
I could use the stadium to amplify a signal that might stop these attacks.
Unfortunately, Jonah, the man in charge of the guys and gals with guns, refuses any notion of saving the world. As in actually saving the world. Fortunately, unbeknownst to Emma and Jonah, Madison overheard her mother's plan and decided to act on it. Until now, Madison has been her mother's daughter, coming when called and being alright with what must be done for the plan to succeed. Now, with her mother brought down from her pedestal, Madison exudes some of her father's traits and decides to help others over herself. Indeed, help everyone. The daughter who went monster hunting around the world. The daughter who ran into a room containing a raging titan to help her mother. The daughter who flipped the bird at a terrorist. The daughter who has just now heard a plan that might save the world. After some resource hunting and waiting for the terrorists to go on a coffee break, why is everyone going on a coffee break at the same time, honestly? Madison steals the orca and sneaks out of their hiding place. Inside the nearby stadium, Madison uses her +10 sneak skill to find the control room, hook up the orca to the speakers, and hey presto, the Titans stop acting like little shits. It doesn't take long, however, for Emma and the terrorists to realise what has happened. Acting on Jonah's suspicions from earlier,
broadcast again, and you will expose us all.
The terrorists begin to pack up, but Emma is heading somewhere else, much to Jonah's annoyance. It is here we have a significant change in character, and, once again, we can look back on what we have already seen, what we have already recontextualized, and see things in yet another light. Up until this point in the film, Emma had Madison. As long as Emma protected her daughter, even if it meant lying to her, she was confident enough in everything she did, even listening to Jonah's advice to the point of letting the world be swept away under golden wings. But despite her certainty and Jonah's encouragement, Emma was never wholly content with what she was doing. Indeed, throughout Killing the Monsters, she is clearly disturbed by the outcome of her plans, even the potential of them. In the mobile home at the start of the film, Emma mourned the loss of her son, shed tears for the past. But with what we know now, and with this change of heart, we can see more to this scene. Emma is ready to carry out her plan to begin what will become a devastating world event. Despite her stalwart defense of her actions later in the film, she is very much disturbed at the thought of what is about to happen, by what she is about to make happen. In Mothra's temple, she attempts to save even one life from what is to come.
I can take it from here once you get some rest.
No way. Sleep or no sleep, I'm not missing this.
And her failure to do so is voiced in a cry of shock. At Outpost 32, she tells Madison,
Eyes straight ahead, deep breaths, just like we talked about.
but it is her who looks down at the bodies at their feet. With confident strokes, she woke he who is many, the devil with 3 heads, but upon seeing him she is shocked by what she has done. Jonah even needs to get her to begin the awakening, so shaken by events is she. As the last stage of her plan begins, she makes a plea to the Monarch team to see things her way, possibly to save them, possibly to garner justification and bolster her own confidence. But when the conversation doesn't go her way, when Mark breaks her cold outer shell to reveal the turmoil beneath, doubt creeps over her. This hesitation nearly brings everything to a halt, and further encouragement from her own personal demon Jonah is required to get things moving again.
No, you said you were gonna help people, that you would let them find shelter.
We don't have time for this! We both want to save the planet, but everything is going to die if we don't see it through.
But unlike Jonah, she is not alright with Ghidorah tearing the world apart. She wanted to save the world, not to destroy it. But even here she listens to Jonah, for as long as she has Madison, even the darkest of times can be seen through. Throughout Killing the Monsters, Emma had Madison, and protected her whilst Mark searched for her, to save her like he failed to do with their son Andrew. Now with Madison gone, Emma finds herself in Mark's shoes, and with the thought of losing her daughter to a Titan's wrath like her son, it's not surprising how quickly she too ends up pointing a gun at Jonah. Emma also finds this picture that Madison was looking at, now broken, the glass fractured over a young Madison. It is not clear how this picture was broken, whether on purpose or by accident, but the symbolism is clear. Mark left home because he couldn't stand to let Madison see him the way he was, only seen her in fleeting visits when he was at his best. Emma researched and schemed. To save the world, she told everyone else, but in reality it was to save Madison from a man-made apocalypse. By no fault of her own, Madison kept the parents apart. Emma wanted to keep her in arm's reach, to keep her from her father's spiteful ideology, and from becoming too connected with him, should he perish in the coming events. With Madison gone, Emma realizes that, despite years apart, she and Mark are closer than she would like to admit. But as Emma puts the pedal to the metal, Madison finds herself caught in an oncoming storm and in the shadow of death. Madison tries to run away, but it's too late. She is found, and Ghidorah, already shown to be a spiteful god, attempts to fry Madison to a crisp. Madison throws the orca away in an attempt to placate the devilish beast, but he is not content with just smashing the device. Madison, alone, unprotected, cries out her defiance as Ghidorah looms over her. Thank you for watching this part of Godzilla King of the Monsters, A Great Joy. Videos will follow on a, hopefully, regular basis until the video is out, so look forward to those. Whilst you're waiting, why not visit my Etsy store and peruse some esoteric pendants, link in the description. Feel free to do all the YouTube stuffs and leave a comment if you have one. Who knows, maybe you'll have an effect on the finished video before it's released. Once again, thank you for watching.